Goodbye swelling, a journey back to strength and stillness. In the quiet of early morning, when the world has not yet begun to rush, I often sit and observe the simple act of standing. It may sound small, but for many, especially those of us who have crossed into the later seasons of life, standing without pain is no longer simple. Swollen legs, stiff knees, burning joints, these are not just aches of the body, they are messages that something deep within us is being lost. Not just strength, not just movement, but the very structure that holds us together, collagen. Many believe these changes are a natural part of aging. I am here to tell you with both humility and conviction that they are not entirely. It is not time that steals your strength. It is the slow collapse of collagen, silent and unseen, yet deeply felt. This protein, once abundant in your youth, declines quietly year after year. Scientific studies confirm that after the age of 30, we lose about 1% of our collagen each year. By the time we are 65, much of it has vanished, and with its disappearance comes swelling, inflammation, and the quiet suffering of joints no longer supported by the fibers they once relied on. But here is what many do not know, and what I invite you to discover alongside me. Your body can still rebuild. It can recover not just through medication or therapy, but through nature's design. Certain fruits, simple, whole, and often overlooked, carry within them the very tools your body needs to regenerate collagen, not over months, not even over weeks, but within hours. Yes, hours. Some of the most powerful fruits in the world can begin restoring collagen and reducing joint swelling in as little as 12 hours. And yet, 99% of people over 65 are unaware. You are not weak, you are simply uninformed. This journey is not about exotic cures or empty promises. Everything I will share with you now is grounded in peer-reviewed science, tested on older adults just like you. It is my hope that as I speak, you will not only listen with the mind, but also with the heart. Because healing is not just biological, it is spiritual. And we begin with something small, green, and often misunderstood: the kiwi. Fruit unlambatoid, kiwi. Do not be deceived by its size. The kiwi may be humble in appearance, but it contains powerful gifts, especially for your joints and legs. One of the richest sources of vitamin C found in nature, this fruit is a cornerstone in the body's ability to form new collagen. Without vitamin C, the process stops. Collagen cannot be created. Recovery cannot begin. Your tendons, your ligaments, the cartilage that cushions every step you take, all of it depends on this chain reaction. One medium kiwi holds over 70 milligrams of vitamin C. That is more than enough to awaken the enzymes that convert the amino acids proline and lysine into collagen fibers. In a clinical study conducted at the University of Otago in New Zealand, participants who ate just 2 kiwis a day showed a 31% increase in plasma vitamin C levels within 1 week. More importantly, they reported less stiffness and their joints moved with greater ease. But kiwi offers more than vitamin C. It contains antioxidants and a natural enzyme called actinidine, which assists your body in breaking down proteins and improving digestion. Why does this matter? Because healing requires not just the right ingredients, but the ability to absorb them. With better digestion comes faster nutrient delivery and faster repair. If you wish to harness its power, eat kiwi in the morning. Eat it whole, with the skin if possible, for this is where the richest antioxidants live. Blend it into yogurt, slice it into a bowl of oatmeal, or simply enjoy it alone as a small act of care for your body. Kiwi is not a cure, but it is a beginning. Fruit number 7, pineapple. The pineapple is another unexpected ally on this path. Juicy and vibrant, it offers more than taste, it offers transformation. At its core lies an enzyme called bromelain. This compound not only aids in digestion, but serves as a powerful natural anti-inflammatory, gently targeting the swelling that accumulates in the knees, ankles, and hips. Swelling, you see, is not merely discomfort, it is obstruction. When inflammation rises, collagen production slows, the tissues become congested, and movement stiffens. Bromelain helps relieve this burden, creating space once more for healing to occur. In a study published in Clinical Rheumatology, adults suffering from knee osteoarthritis who took bromelain daily experienced a 41% reduction in joint pain and swelling after just 30 days. Another study in Germany found that bromelain improved joint function as effectively as certain NSAID pain relievers, but without their side effects. Pineapple also delivers over 75 milligrams of vitamin C per cup and contains manganese, a trace mineral essential for collagen synthesis. To gain its full benefit, choose fresh, ripe pineapple, not canned or sugared versions. Eat it in the morning when your body's enzymes are most active. Blend it into smoothies, pair it with warm bone broth, or enjoy it after gentle movement. If your knees swell after walking or your legs throb after standing, pineapple may offer not just relief but renewal. Pineapple, papaya, and guava, rebuilding what time has worn. There is a quiet truth I've come to learn through both study and stillness. The body does not betray us. It only echoes the choices we make or fail to make. If your knees ache when you rise, if your legs tighten after a short walk, it is not because the body has abandoned you, it is because it is calling for your attention. And if you listen closely, you'll find that healing often begins not in laboratories or clinics, but on your plate. Let us return to the pineapple. Earlier I spoke of bromelain, the enzyme hidden within its golden flesh. Science confirms its power. In one study published in Clinical Rheumatology, seniors suffering from osteoarthritis in the knees experienced a 41% reduction in pain and swelling after taking bromelain daily for just 30 days. But what struck me even more deeply was a study from Germany. It revealed that bromelain supplementation improved knee function just as effectively as common NSAID medications, yet without the side effects that so often burden the aging body. Is that not remarkable? Nature offering what chemistry attempts to replicate with more grace and fewer consequences. Pineapple's wisdom does not stop there. Within 1 cup, it offers over 75 milligrams of vitamin C, an essential nutrient for collagen formation. It also carries manganese, a trace mineral that activates the enzymes responsible for assembling collagen strands. Think of it this way: vitamin C lays the bricks and manganese hands you the tools. When both are present, the architecture of your joints begins to rebuild. But this repair, like all good things, requires sincerity. To benefit most from pineapple, it must be consumed fresh, not from cans soaked in syrup, not from frozen packs coated in sugar. Choose the whole fruit, ripe and fragrant. You may chop it into salads, blend it into smoothies, or enjoy it as a quiet morning ritual just when your digestive enzymes are at their peak. Some even pair pineapple with bone broth, warm broth to restore the tissues, pineapple to lower inflammation. Together, they form a gentle partnership of healing. If your legs feel tight after a walk, or if your knees swell by evening, know that this fruit may help bring down the fire within and allow space for your collagen to rise again. Now, let us continue. The next fruit is less celebrated in the West, though it deserves far more reverence than it receives. Fruit number 6, papaya. Papaya is often known as a fruit for digestion, but its purpose goes far deeper than comfort after a meal. When the body loses collagen, the linings of our joints begin to dry out. Friction replaces fluidity, movements become hesitant, stiff. Papaya quietly addresses this at the root. You see, papaya contains more vitamin C than even oranges, but its real gift lies in a rare enzyme known as papain. This enzyme breaks down long, complex proteins into smaller amino acids, pieces your body can use directly to construct new collagen. Imagine a wall crumbling with age. Papain hands you the individual stones so you may rebuild, and it works. In a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, adults with chronic knee stiffness consumed papaya daily. Within just 2 weeks, they reported greater flexibility and less pain. The researchers credited this to a powerful blend of papain, vitamin C, and natural anti-inflammatory flavonoids found in both the fruit's flesh and seeds. To benefit, the papaya must be ripe, its flesh soft, orange, and yielding to the touch. At this stage, the enzymes are fully active. You may eat it plain or blend it with a squeeze of lime to enhance its vitamin C even further. Some nutritionists suggest blending in a few seeds. Their taste is sharp, but they hold additional anti-inflammatory compounds. Just a few are enough. Avoid green, unripe papaya unless cooked. The healing enzymes are dormant in that state. Instead, eat it fresh in the morning or after a short walk when your body is warm and your tissues ready to receive. Papaya does not demand much, only presence and a willingness to return to simplicity. Fruit number 5, guava. Now we arrive at one of the most potent sources of collagen support in all of nature, guava. And yet among the elder generations here, it is rarely considered. That is a quiet tragedy. Why is guava so powerful? One word, vitamin C. A single guava can hold over 200 milligrams of this vital nutrient, 4 times more than an orange and more than double the recommended daily intake for most adults. But guava does more than just provide raw material for collagen synthesis. It also helps protect what you already have. Packed with lycopene and polyphenols, guava shields collagen fibers from premature breakdown, especially when inflammation or oxidative stress threaten to unravel what time has carefully built. In a study published in the Asia-Pacific Journal of Clinical Nutrition, adults who consumed guava daily for 6 weeks experienced a measurable increase in skin elasticity and a marked decrease in joint inflammation. Researchers believe this is due to the fruit's ability to reduce oxidative stress in connective tissues, allowing the body to shift from survival to restoration. Guava is best eaten raw, with its skin intact. The skin holds fiber and antioxidants that work in harmony with the soft flesh inside. You may slice it like an apple or blend it with other collagen-supportive fruits such as kiwi or papaya. Avoid sweetened guava juice, as added sugars may diminish the anti-inflammatory effect. Let this become your quiet ritual, a morning guava consumed in stillness, as both nourishment and reminder that aging need not mean decline. It can also mean restoration, if you know where to look and how to listen. Blackberries and blueberries, gentle allies for aging joints. There is a certain quiet strength in things that grow slowly, in fruits ripened under the sun, in muscles rebuilt through patient motion, and in the heart that continues to believe in renewal. When we age, our world often contracts. Pain limits movement, stiffness slows us down, and we begin to see our own body as something fragile. But the truth is more generous. We are not fragile, we are rebuilding. And sometimes all we need is the right material, delivered in the right way. Let us return briefly to guava before we move forward. For those of you who feel your knees or ankles swell after only a short walk, or notice how quickly your legs tighten with even light activity, guava offers more than nutrition, it offers preservation. The joints, the connective tissues, the very scaffolding of your movement, they rely on collagen not just to rebuild, but to stay intact. Guava helps on both fronts. Eat it fresh, raw. The skin is edible, and it carries within it extra fiber and antioxidants, subtle reinforcements for the healing process. You can slice guava and eat it as you would an apple, or blend it into a morning smoothie with papaya and kiwi, forming a trio of natural support for your collagen network. But avoid guava juice with added sugars. Sugar is like smoke in the temple of healing, clouding the process, weakening the effect. Let guava become part of your morning ritual, and you may notice your joints moving with more freedom, your legs retaining less fluid, and your body quietly remembering how to restore what was lost. And now we arrive at the fruit often overlooked because of its size, yet brimming with power, the blackberry. Fruit number 4, blackberries. Blackberries may be small in the hand, but within them is a deep strength, a strength rooted in their dark hue. That color comes from anthocyanins, a group of compounds known for their antioxidant power and, more importantly, for their ability to protect and preserve existing collagen. These anthocyanins do not simply slow the breakdown of collagen. They act like guardians, standing between your connective tissue and the enzymes that, with age and inflammation, seek to unravel it. When the knees become inflamed, when the hips grow stiff, when the ankles swell without cause, it is not just discomfort. It is a sign that the enzymes of degradation are at work. Blackberries help to interrupt that cycle. They defend the architecture of your movement. In a study published in the journal Nutrients, older adults who consumed blackberries each day showed a 25% reduction in inflammatory markers directly related to cartilage damage and joint degeneration. The science is clear, but it is the lived experience that speaks loudest. Joints that feel less burdened, legs that move with more grace. A second study from Oregon State University echoed these findings. Researchers found that diets rich in anthocyanins, especially from blackberries, help preserve collagen density in aging tissues, notably around the knees and elbows. These areas, often the first to weaken, respond quickly when given the right support. But there is more. Blackberries are rich in polyphenols, which help improve capillary function. Improved circulation means that nutrients, oxygen, and healing agents reach your joints more efficiently. And they contain manganese, a key cofactor in the enzymes your body uses to weave new collagen strands. If you wish to benefit fully, eat them fresh. Frozen blackberries with sugar are not the same. Choose those grown with care, untouched by syrups or artificial flavoring. You may eat them as a snack, stir them gently into plain yogurt, or blend them into a smoothie alongside chia seeds and spinach, a green and purple elixir for renewal. Eat blackberries in the morning if you can. Overnight, inflammation builds. Blackberries help soften its grip. If your knees feel puffy or your ankles ache after walking, they are a simple, natural way to push back one bite at a time. And now, with your attention rooted in stillness, let us move on to another small wonder of nature, the blueberry, fruit number 3, blueberries. We often hear of blueberries as food for the mind, and this is true, but the same properties that nourish the brain also restore the body's internal framework. Blueberries are among the most effective fruits for rebuilding connective tissue in the legs and joints. The secret again lies in anthocyanins, those deep blue pigments. These compounds go beyond inflammation control. They directly support and rebuild the collagen scaffolding that gives your joints their flexibility and strength. As we age, collagen breaks down, and with it, the structures that once held everything in place begin to weaken. Microtears form in cartilage, ligaments, and tendons. What follows is stiffness, swelling, and discomfort, especially in the knees and hips. Blueberries step in not as a cure, but as a catalyst for repair. A study in the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics found that seniors who ate blueberries daily experienced a 38% improvement in joint mobility, along with reduced swelling in the lower body in just 14 days. Another study from the University of Maine showed that consistent blueberry consumption improved blood flow to connective tissues, allowing the delivery of essential nutrients exactly where the body needs them, especially to the knees, calves, and ankles. Blueberries are also rich in vitamin C and manganese, both of which are essential for collagen production. And because they are low in sugar and high in fiber, they help regulate blood sugar, a key factor in reducing long-term inflammation. Choose wild blueberries if possible. They contain almost twice the antioxidant power of standard varieties. Blend them into oatmeal, eat them fresh, or sprinkle them over a bowl of plain yogurt. If your legs swell during the day or your joints stiffen by sunset, let blueberries offer their quiet medicine. Small, humble, but full of the power to help you move through the world with less pain and more ease. Strawberries and Amla, the gentle strength that rebuilds us. There are moments in life when the smallest choices carry the greatest weight. Choosing to take a deep breath before reacting. Choosing to walk even when the knees ache. Choosing to nourish the body, not simply to ease pain, but to restore what time has slowly worn away. Blueberries, as we have seen, offer such a choice. Low in sugar, high in fiber, they help stabilize blood sugar levels, an essential factor in reducing the chronic inflammation that burdens aging joints. When we eat in balance, the body responds in harmony. Less inflammation means more ease, more freedom, more life in each step. To deepen this benefit, I often suggest seeking out wild blueberries when possible. These small fruits, born of untouched soil and sharper climates, carry nearly twice the antioxidant power of their cultivated cousins. With every handful, you offer your joints the nutrients they need not only to survive, but to rebuild. Blend them into a smoothie, stir them into warm oatmeal, or simply enjoy them fresh in the stillness of morning. But be mindful, avoid blueberry yogurts or packaged products laced with added sugars. Healing is a quiet thing. It requires purity, not imitation. If you find that your legs grow tight or swollen as the day unfolds, consider this simple practice. 1 serving of blueberries each morning. Let it be a daily act of devotion to your own well-being. A small gesture perhaps, but one that speaks to the body in a language it remembers. And now, we come to a fruit so familiar to the palate, yet so often underestimated in its power, the strawberry. Fruit number 2, strawberries. Strawberries are a delight of the senses, their sweetness, their color, their gentle fragrance. But beneath their charm lies a deeper truth. These small red fruits contain one of nature's most potent combinations for protecting and restoring collagen. What makes them remarkable is their balance of vitamin C, ellagic acid, and powerful antioxidants, all working in quiet synergy to preserve the fibers that give our joints strength and structure. When joints swell, the body produces enzymes called collagenases. These enzymes, though part of a natural response, begin to eat away at the ligaments and cartilage that hold us together. Strawberries do not merely soothe inflammation, they help block this breakdown at the root. They create space for healing to begin. In one clinical study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, adults with knee osteoarthritis who consumed strawberries daily saw a 37% reduction in inflammatory biomarkers. More importantly, they reported less pain, not after months, but within 2 weeks. Another study revealed that strawberries increase collagen density in connective tissues. This is not about appearance, it is about strength. It is about the scaffolding beneath the surface, the knees that hold you up, the hips that balance you, the ankles that keep you steady. Strawberries also offer manganese, an often overlooked mineral that, like vitamin C, plays a vital role in collagen assembly. Without these cofactors, the threads cannot be woven. To receive their full benefit, eat strawberries fresh. Choose organic, if possible. The best time is in the morning, or shortly after gentle movement, when your blood is flowing and your tissues are awake. If blending, keep the green tops on. They contain healing compounds too. Avoid strawberry jams or syrups. Sugar clouds the clarity of these gifts. Just 1 cup a day can soften stiffness, reduce swelling, and give your joints the signal they have been waiting for. It is time to rebuild. If your knees tighten by nightfall, if your legs swell after standing, strawberries may be your simplest step toward relief. And now we arrive at the final fruit, the most powerful of all, one that remains unfamiliar to many, but carries within it the deep wisdom of healing. Fruit number 1, Amla, Indian Gooseberry. This is Amla, also known as Indian Gooseberry. Small, green, tart beyond belief. And yet it holds more vitamin C than almost any fruit in the natural world. Not only in quantity, but in quality. You see, Amla's vitamin C is not alone. It is bound with polyphenols, plant compounds that stabilize and extend its power. This means your body can absorb and retain it longer, offering a more sustained boost to collagen synthesis. But there's something even more profound at work. Amla doesn't just help form new collagen, it protects the collagen you already have. It blocks the enzymes that break collagen down during inflammation, and it encourages the body to produce more fibroblasts, the cells responsible for weaving new collagen fibers in your joints, tendons, and skin. In one study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging, adults who consumed Amla extract daily experienced a 42% reduction in knee pain and swelling. Skin biopsies revealed a 24% increase in collagen density and elasticity. Amla supports not just the outer layers, but the deep connective architecture of the body. It is a fruit of resilience. If fresh Amla is available to you, eat it sliced and soaked in salt water to soften its sourness. More commonly, it is taken as a powder, stirred gently into warm water with lemon and honey, first thing in the morning when the body is most receptive. Amla does not require faith. It offers results, but it rewards consistency. Within days, many report easier movement, less morning stiffness, and a renewed sense of mobility in the legs. It is, quite simply, the fruit that helps you return to your center. Amla and the wisdom of the body, rebuilding from within. In the stillness of early morning, before the body begins its daily rhythm, there exists a brief window of possibility, a moment where intention and nourishment can gently shape the day ahead. For those seeking healing in their joints, this moment can become sacred. Amla, or Indian gooseberry, is one of nature's most profound gifts during this sacred time. Clinical evidence supports what ancient practitioners have long understood. This small green fruit is not simply nutritional, it is transformational. In a study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging, adults who consumed Amla extract daily for 12 weeks experienced a 42% reduction in knee pain and swelling, but the healing went deeper than relief. Skin biopsies revealed a 24% increase in collagen density and elasticity, proving that Amla does not just ease discomfort, it rebuilds structure. Another study from India affirmed this. Older adults living with arthritis saw significant improvements in leg mobility and muscle strength when they consumed Amla consistently over time. These are not small changes. They represent a shift in how the body functions and, more importantly, how it feels. But how does such a small fruit carry such deep power? Amla is rich not only in vitamin C, but also in quercetin and gallic acid, compounds that help neutralize oxidative stress. This stress, often heightened after walking or even light activity, wears down the tissues that surround your joints. Amla softens this internal friction, protecting your body where it is most vulnerable. To receive its full benefit, Amla is best taken as a juice or powder, stirred gently into water or a morning smoothie. When eaten raw, it can be overwhelmingly sour, so many prefer it in dried or powdered form. Just 1 teaspoon of Amla powder mixed with warm water, lemon, and a bit of honey becomes a powerful ritual when taken first thing in the morning. If fresh Amla is available to you, it can also be sliced and soaked in salt water overnight. This softens the flavor and allows your body to better accept its gifts. Whether taken as juice, tea, or raw fruit, Amla begins working quickly. Within just days, many seniors report less morning stiffness, reduced swelling in the knees and ankles, a smoother, more stable feeling when rising or walking, and perhaps most importantly, a sense of hope, the kind that comes from feeling your body respond to care. Let me speak plainly now. Your legs do not swell without a reason. The stiffness, the puffiness, the faint crackling sound when you bend your knees, these are not just signs of age. They are messages, warnings, indicators that your collagen is breaking down quietly, persistently. Left unaddressed, this breakdown leads to a slow unraveling, not just of tissue, but of independence. But now, you know the truth. You have been introduced to 8 powerful fruits, each grounded in science and tested in real seniors like yourself. These are not wellness trends. They are not guesses. They are clinical realities, tools the body can recognize and use. These fruits do not merely reduce swelling, they support your body in rebuilding the very foundation your joints need to move freely without pain. The ligaments, the tendons, the cushions within your knees, each one relies on the return of strong, healthy collagen. And this restoration does not take months. If you begin by simply choosing 2 or 3 of these fruits daily, many people begin to feel a difference within 12 to 48 hours. Less pain when rising, less tightness when walking, and a lighter, more open sensation in the legs. But if you include Amla, the most powerful of all, your body can begin rebuilding from the inside out in just a matter of days. This is not a theory, it is a path, one that has been walked before you and one that you are now ready to take step by step with intention. Before we close, I invite you to reflect. Which fruit will you begin with? Let this not just be a question, but a decision. A small daily choice that honors the wisdom of your body and the journey you are still walking. And if these words have helped you, consider sharing them. Someone you love may be carrying pain they never mention. A simple gesture from you, a forwarded message, a kind word might spare them years of unnecessary stiffness and discomfort. Your health journey is not over. In truth, it is only beginning. If you have questions, reflections, or simply wish to share your story, I encourage you to leave a comment. Your voice matters, and you are never alone. Thank you for listening. May your steps be steady and your body strong. We will meet again soon.